I can still make fire!
With us is
I'm Alex, the drummer of War of Ages.
okay, and
I'm Leroy, the vocalist.
okay. So tell a bit about the band, like when it started, how many albums you record, maybe some lineup changes that been do a whole period of band existing.
Lineup changes have been too many to count. We've had a lot of lineup changes over the years. We started in 2003 and actually started touring for the last 4 years, but we started the band in 2003. And we've had several guitarists, several bass players, a couple of drummers. The only ones that have stayed the same is Steve and myself. But for the last 4 years, it's mainly been TJ, Alex, myself, Steve, and Guy. So, you know, we've been, that's pretty much about it. We have 4 records out, one self-titled on Strike First, and then we have Pride of the Wicked, and then we re-recorded the self-titled and released it off Face Down and called it Fire from the Tomb, and then we just came out with Rise and Conquer. We're going to be going into the studio as soon as we get home from this tour. We're going to go into the studio and record the 4th installment. So,
Where came from the name of the band?
Well, we wanted something that like meant something. We had 2 other names before, but like they were just kind of. We didn't think we were going to be signed. We didn't think we were going to go, you know, any further with it other than our hometown. So we wanted something that captured our audience and kind of captured ourselves as far as who we wanted to be and what we wanted to portray the band as. And War of Ages, that's basically like the war within yourself. You know, every single person out there fights something, you know, daily, on a daily basis, and whether that's, you know, something for them faith-based wise, or whether that's something for them, you know, in the world out there today, you know, just fighting that battle and moving forward to fight another day. So that's what War of Ages is about.
Okay, and faith is a big part of your band. Each time, I mean, I look a bit on the lyrics, I see that you often refer to it.
Yeah, lyrically it is. Just because, I mean, when you write lyrics, you write based off personal, you know, experiences, things that have happened to yourself. So lyrically, I'd have to say it is. However, musically, it's not. Because musically, I mean, how can you write Christian music?
Okay.
You can't, other than lyrically is what makes it Christian, I guess. So, I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that would tie us into Christ or whatever. But a lot of the songs I write aren't even necessarily about God.
Okay.
You know? Somewhere in one of the songs or whatever it is, but however, a lot of the songs have to do with you personally, you know, becoming a better person, you personally, you know, being positive about your life and whatever else. So, I mean, that's where I guess like the best way I could explain, you know, where faith comes into our band is you know, through the writing as far as lyrically, you know, just because of personal experience. You know, I'm not going to write about how much Satan's, you know, lifted me up in my life. I'm going to write about how much God has, or what have you, or how I got through something, how I fought through something.
So you just want to share your personal experience?
Right, just personal experience, you know. And a lot of the times I'll talk to the guys about, like, you know, something they've been through, and I'll write about that. Like on the last record, I wrote about, you know, Steve's brother. There's one song that's about Steve's brother passing away, you know, and stuff, and getting through that and whatnot. So, you know, I've used other band members' experiences as well to kind of shed some light on certain situations and how to get through it and how to fight. So,
have your experience also been set in one song, or?
Well, there's, I mean, like me and the vocalist are brothers. So a lot of the things that he's been through in his life, some of the things that he has, I've been through. One of them in the new album is a song called Generational Curse, and it has like many different meanings. One of the meanings is like a fatherless house, a father that might be there, but he's not there mentally or spiritually or physically. Like he's just like not there emotionally, there for us. And also it's like a generational curse is something that's gone on in your family for it just always happens. Like if you have a baby, your kids will have babies, and their kids will have babies, and their kids will have babies out of wedlock. So there's like things that me and him have gone through, and that song has been through both of our lives, and then also other band members also. But yeah, I think that song really hits me hard for personal reasons.
Last year you've been several times in Europe, yeah?
Yeah, last year we were on the Persistence tour, and we traveled around Europe and visited different places and stuff. But we also did a headliner, which we got to see even more of the country at the end of that Persistence tour. We did like a week and a half of headlining dates. We were able to see Italy for the first time, and Switzerland and stuff, and that we got to go back to on this tour, the Hell on Earth tour. So it's been pretty cool. Like last time was awesome. This time's even better. It's like it seems like the experiences grow each time you come out here. That's what it seems like. And the kids kind of have a little bit of more of an understanding of who you are, and what kind of music you are, and what kind of band you are. So this experience was definitely a lot better than the Persistence tour so far.
You start to slowly reach the level that already As I Lay Dying have. So you think you're gonna get there?
Well, that's not really.
It's not really up to us.
Yeah, we just play. We like to play music. We'll do it for as long as we can. Yeah, that would be great. As I Lay Dying status, that would be awesome. I mean, what band wouldn't want that, What band wouldn't want to be U2, It's just a matter of, we just play music we love. We do it for as long as we can. If that happens, awesome. If it doesn't, whatever, I'm just gonna play as long and as heartfelt as we can.
So to sum it up, what's the main purpose of your band?
To buy my wife a house. No, I'm just kidding. No, our main purpose in the band is to keep integrity. Our main purpose is to by the end of this band, we can all look back at our families, we can all look back at our wives or whatever, and we can tell we did it with integrity. We did it with honor and respect. We didn't allow our personal whatever endeavors to interfere with what we truly were about. And we kept true to who we were in our spiritual aspects, and and we remained the same from beginning to the end. We grew at the end of it. So that's kind of what the purpose of the band is to be a business, to grow, to make money, to do the best we can, but with integrity.
So is the spiritual aspect something that is a core of a band?
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, spiritual aspect has to be the core of War of Ages, because every single one of us are Christians. Every single one of us, believe that God created us and gave us these gifts. Whether or not we use them to proclaim His name or whatever else, it's more of like we write music to write music, and hopefully it'll reach someone. But at the same time, that doesn't change the fact that we're in this to make money too, and we have to be very careful on how we use that. Because I don't want to sit there and sell a T-shirt to a kid because we're a Jesus band. I want to sell a T-shirt to that kid because they like our music. And I wouldn't want God to come down and flip my table. So it's a very core aspect, lyrically, and I would say very core if because the whole reason for the band is to reach out to kids, to give them an idea of hope, out there when the whole world's like crashing down around them. It's an idea of hope. So I would say, it's a very strong aspect.
And that's how you came to Poland, to give us a piece of hope.
Well, through music, and whether you look at that, whether that be Christ or whether that be God, or whether that whether it means nothing to them, whether it's just okay, I need to pick myself up and keep on moving forward. That's cool too. Take it where you are. Take what it can give you wherever let it meet you where you're at. So.
Okay. So what do you expect from the show?
Headbanging, maybe some metal horns, maybe a few spin kicks. Maybe we'll play our parts right. Maybe every vocal lyric will be perfect. I expect perfection. What do you expect?
Oh, make